Hi guys, it's Yolanda. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to give you 5 tips to overcome depression. So if that's something you're interested in, let's get started. Okay, so tip number 1, shift your mindset. Now, I know you're probably thinking like, I'm depressed, I don't have time for this, like, what am I going to do? What do you mean when you say shift your mindset? So look at it from a different viewpoint. Try to change the way you're viewing your situation or circumstance. Because keep in mind, what you think, you'll feel, and what you say, you become. Tip number 2, think of happier times. When I was going through depression, usually I would constantly be replaying and rethinking about what actually triggered my depression. So I replaced those thoughts essentially with positive thoughts. And I thought of happier times that I had with the person that I lost. I thought about things and places we would go, things we would do, just replacing all negative thoughts at the time and replacing them with positive thoughts. So, tip number 3, examine yourself. Now, for me, this was the most important thing that I had to do when I was going through depression, because I kept going over and over and over, like, why am I feeling like this? I kept beating myself up. And when I say examine yourself, what I mean is make a list of pros and cons about yourself. Good things, bad things, it doesn't matter what it is. Just make a list of all the good things and good qualities about yourself and all the bad qualities. Now, what you'll probably find, there are things that you might be dealing with internally. You may have been dealing with these things before you were depressed. So make sure you examine yourself so that you can change the viewpoint of the situation. It will help you think about happier times. All of these align and go together. Examining yourself, shifting your mind, thinking of happier times. So number 4, make a to-do list. So make a list or make plans just to do something for yourself. Get dressed, put on clothes, do your hair, because when we look good, we feel good. And the last tip, number 5, have something to look forward to. So try to think of something that really means a great deal to you, that you really hold dearly. For me, it was my toddler. So I would think of my son and I would just, use every bit of strength that I had left and just think of him. Just think of how much love I have for him, me not wanting him to see me in this light. So I used all of what I thought, all my joy that I have for my son, I used that to try to find something good out of the whole situation that I was going through. So stop telling yourself that you will never get over it. Because if you keep putting negative thoughts in your mind, you're going to be depressed longer than you probably would actually realize. So you guys, those are the 5 tips. I hope that these help and encourage and motivate you in some type of way. Now, what I want you to keep in mind is that what works for me does not or may not work for you. And I am not a licensed therapist of any kind. These are just my personal experiences that I went through and things that I did. And, like I said in my last video, I am also a Christian. So I did a lot of prayer in my self-evaluation, examining myself. I did a lot of prayer, a lot of seeking God. So if that's something that you're interested in, I would definitely encourage you to do that as well. What works for one may not work for the other. But you guys, I just want you to stay motivated. If you're depressed, please seek help. It doesn't matter how you feel about it. It doesn't matter, what made you depressed. You want to seek help. Thank you guys for tuning in. See you in my next video. Bye, guys.